Welcome to Excel class up. My name is Lazi Ferrer. I'm here to handle a subject titled Use of English. And my topic this hour is Concord. Concord specifically is the major topic that students are expected to know, especially in JAMB. What do we mean by Concord? Concord is an agreement. Concord is an agreement between a noun and a verb. Concord, an agreement between a noun and a verb. When a noun and a verb agrees, just note that it is called concord. And we are going to illustrate this topic graphically. We said concord is classified into two. We have the noun and we have our verb. And this verb is classified into two. We have our singular noun and we have our plural noun. And our verb is classified into two. We have our singular verb and we have our plural verb. Now, take note. I said Concord is classified into two, noun and verb. And we said the noun, we have two categories, singular noun and plural noun. In the verb, we have singular verb and plural verb. Now, how do we identify a singular noun? How do we identify a plural noun? How do we identify a singular noun and how do we identify a plural verb? Now, in this singular noun, whenever you see a word under singular, it does not carry what? S. It does not carry S. Take for instance, you have your word boy. Now, when you see a word under plural noun, it carries what? It carries S. Take for instance, you have your word boys. Now, when you go to a singular verb, please take note that a verb is a doing word. A verb is a doing word. So anytime you feel tired, anytime you are doing something stressful, just know it is classified under what? Verb. Now, in our verb, our singular verb, it carries what? It carries S. For instance, we have the word dances. And we have our plural verb, it does not carry what? S. And our answer here is what? Dance. Are you with me? So from the analysis here, we said our noun is classified into two. Singular noun, singular verb. Singular noun, it does not carry S, e.g. boy. Plural noun, it carries S, it means boys. Singular verb, it carries S, it means dances. And plural verb, it does not carry S, it means what? Dance. Now, take note of this. Our I and you are regarded as disconcord. Please take note. Are regarded as what? Disconcord. What does that mean? They do not follow the principle of concord. They do not follow the principle of concord. I will expatiate more on that. Now, what are the principles of concord? What are the principles of concord? The first principle we are going to look at this hour is our singular noun. Our singular noun must always go with singular verb. Please take note of that. It's a principle. A singular noun must always go with a singular verb. And number two, a plural noun must always go with a plural what? Verb. Grammatically, your XN is equal to your SV and your PN is equal to your PV. Take note of that. Grammatically, your SN is equal to your SV and your PN is equal to your PV. This is the foundation of Concord. This is the foundation of what? Concord. Now, take for instance, look at this example, please. They said she dash very well. Then they wrote what? Dance. And they wrote what? Dances. Now, look up. We have to start from simple to complex. These are still simple ways of understanding Concord. They said she dashed very well. And we are told, is it dance or dances? How do we know the correct answer here? You start with your she. This she, is it a singular pronoun or a singular noun? This is a singular noun. And we are told that a singular noun must go with a what? A singular verb. And your singular verb must carry what? S. And the answer here becomes what? Dances. So the question here is she dances very well. And that is the correct answer. Please take note. I mentioned something here. I said that what? Your I and your you are regarded as what? Disconcord. I and you does not follow the principle of concord. Take for instance, you have you dash my friend. You dash my friend. They wrote A and they wrote what? C. Based on the principle of concord, you is just one person. And it talks about a singular noun. And we are told that a singular noun must go with a singular what? Verb. And your singular verb must carry what? S. Now, from this question now, you cannot say you is my friend. Are you with me? You can't say you is my friend. So we are told that you and I are regarded as disconcord, which means that you and I are plural noun. You and I are what? Plural noun. And a plural noun must go with a plural verb, and your plural verb must carry what? S. So take note of that. Now, from here now, we are going to be looking at various questions that can be asked under principles of concord. Then, number 3 here, we have the use of each/1. The use of what? Each/1. Whenever questions are being asked and is related to each or one, just note that you are going to use your XN and your XV. Please take note of that. Whenever you see a question under each or one, you are following SN and SV. Let me explain by giving an example. Take for instance, they said each dash in the team receives 1 million. Dash 1 million. Then you have option A, each player dash receive. Option B, each players dash receives. Option C, each player dash receives. And option D, each players dash receive. Now, what are we saying here? Following the principle of concord, I said whenever you are asked each or one, it goes with what? Singular noun and singular what? Verb. Now, in this question now, what is our singular noun here? Our singular noun here is player, player. So option B is wrong. Option D is wrong. Because we said anytime each or one is used, it goes with what? SN and what? SV. Are you with me? Now from there, we have gotten our singular noun. We want to know our singular verb. And we have been told that our singular verb must carry what? S. So from here, the correct answer is each player in the team receives 1 million naira. So whenever you see each or one being asked in a question, it goes with singular noun and singular verb. Now, number 4 principle under Concord is the principle of proximity concord. The principle of proximity concord. This involves the use of either or / neither nor. That is what I mean by proximity. The closeness of the noun to the dash. The closeness of the noun to the dash. They said the principle of proximity concord. This involves the use of either or / neither nor. What is this principle saying? The noun closer to the dash determines your verb. Take note of that. These are principles, and the principles cannot be broken. You have to follow it. Now, take for instance, look at this example. Either the boys or the teacher dash here. Option A, you have arrive. Option B, you have arrives. Now, look up. Follow the principle of proximity concord. This involves the use of either or, neither nor. And we are told that what? The noun closer to the dash will determine your answer. In this question given to you, what is closer to the dash? What is closer to the dash is what? Teacher. And this teacher, is it a singular noun or a singular verb? Is a singular what? Noun. And we are told that a singular noun must go with a what? Singular verb. And your singular verb must carry what? S. So this question is either the boys or the teacher arrives here. These are principles that you need to know. So we have looked at the principle of proximity concord, which involves the use of either or, neither nor. Now, principle 5. Whenever, as well as, together with, alongside with, is used in a sentence. It is the subject. It is the subject that will determine the answer. It is the subject that will determine the what? The answer. So when you see as well as in a question, you see together with in a question, you say alongside with in a question, we are saying that it is the subject that will determine your answer. Take for instance, the man as well as his wife arrives here. We have arrive, we have arrives. Now look up. They said the man as well as his wives dash here. We are told from this principle that whenever you see as well as, whenever you see together with, whenever you see alongside with, that it is the subject that will determine your answer. So from this, what is our subject? the subject here is the noun. So if the noun is the subject, is it a singular noun or a plural noun? The noun here is a singular noun, and we have been told in the principle that a singular noun must go with a singular verb, and your singular verb must carry what? S, and the answer becomes what? Arrives. You can't change the principles of Concord, and that is why you have to ensure you know these principles one after the other. Now, the next principle that I want to see is the principle, that's number 6, the principle of one of / each of. Don't forget, we have looked at the principle of one / each, and the one we are looking at now is the principle of one of / each. Are you with me? The principle of one of / what? Each. What is this principle talking about? Whenever you see one of or each of in a question, what is expected of you is this: you make use of your PN, your PV to be equal to your what? SV. You make use of your what? Your PN, your PV, and your SV. Your PN connotes your plural noun, which goes with your plural verb and which goes with your singular verb. If the question involves 2 dashes, you have to make use of your plural noun and with your singular what? Verb. Look at this question. One of the dash who dash in the market dash come. First stop. You have women, sells, has. B, woman, sells, have. C, women, sell, has. And finally, women, sell, and what? Have. Now look at this question. Just follow principle. That is why Concord, you don't need to play with the word principles. Look at this question. We're told from this place that whenever you see one of or each of, we are to follow PN to be equal to PV and to be equal to what? SV. That is if the question involves 3 dashes. And here we are having 3 dashes here. Now, they say we should follow this principle. Now, one of the plural noun, we are talking about what? Women. But option B is starting with what? Woman. So it is wrong. It is wrong. So the A, the C, and the D is correct. We have women, women, women. Then you go to the second principle. The principle says plural verb. Your plural verb must not carry what? S. Must not carry S. So we are talking about cell. We have cells here. We have cells here. So which means option A is also what? Wrong. Then you go to the last one, which is singular verb. And your singular verb that we have been told must carry what? S. And the correct answer here is option what? C. So you are to follow principles. You are to follow principles. PN to be equal to PV to be equal to what? SV. But peradventure, if the dashes given to you are 2 in number, we say you have to make use of PN to be equal to what? PV. Now, look at this question. Each of the dash in the team. Each of the dash in the team dash giving 1 million. We have players ace. We have player, we have ace. We have players, we have R. Then we have players, player, we have what? R. Now look up. Don't forget, the one we considered as principle 4 or 5, we said that what? Each or one. But this one is what? Each of or one of. Please take note, they are not the same. The principle guiding one or each is different from the principle guiding one of and each of. So look at this second question now. Each of the dash in the team dash giving 1 million naira. This one says each of the, and we are told that it must go with a plural noun, and your plural noun here must be players. D is wrong. D is also what? Wrong. And we are told that after the plural noun, it follows with a singular verb. And we have been told that our singular verb must carry what? S. And the correct answer becomes what? Option A. So take note of this. The principle of one or each is different from the principle of one of or each of. Now, let's go further to certain questions again under Concord. Number 7, the use of I time. The use of what? I time. Please take note. These are principles you follow precept by precept. You don't use the first to the second, while the second to the third. Each principle must go with its own question. Whenever you see I time in a question, please take note. Whenever you see I time in a question, it goes with past tense. Whenever I time is used in a question, it goes with what? I time. Take for instance, it is I time we dash going. And they put what there? Start. And they put what? Started. What do you say there? It is I time we started going. It's a principle, you can't change it. It is I time we started what? Going. This is the correct one. It is I time I dash home. You have your go, you have your what? Went. Follow principle. Don't look at it that is this thing, does this thing rhyme? No, these are principles that must be followed. What do I say? It is I time I went home. Why? The principle states that whenever I time is used in a question, it must go with past tense. But look, take note. Take note. Take note. Take note. When two occurs after I time, when two occurs after I time, it goes with present tense. It goes with present tense. English language is not mathematics. When you follow this principle, as time goes on, the principle changes. So look at now. We are told that when two occurs after I time, it goes with present tense. What do they mean by this? Look up. It is high time to dash home. And you have your what? Go / went. Look up. It is high time to dash home. after the I time, what do you have in front of it there? 2. So for the fact that 2 occurs after I time, the answer changes to present tense. So the answer is what? It is I time to go home. So exceptions to rules in Concord matters a lot. Exception to rules in Concord matters a lot. Firstly, high time, when it's used, it goes with what? Past tense. That making use of high time with your subject, your I, your you, your they, your we, your it, and so on. There are 7 in number. Whenever you make use of them, you know that it goes with what? Past tense. But immediately to occurs after the I time, it goes with your what? Present tense. We look at another principle, the use of and. Now, take note. Whenever this and is used, it is classified into 2. And is classified into 2. We make use of and when it's related to a human being, and we make use of and when it is related to object. We make use of and when it's related to a human being. We make use of and when it is related to what? Object. Now, when and is related to a human being, the past tense equals what? And. Equals and. But when and is related to object, the past tense equals ong. Take note of this. The use of what? And. We said it's classified into 2. We have for human being and for what? Object. For human being, the past tense is what? And for object, the past tense is what? So when a question is given, identify if it is human being and if it is what? Object. Look at this question. I dash my picture on the wall, but this morning I was told that the armed robber has been dashed. Now look at this question. I dashed my picture on the wall, but this morning I was told that the armed robber has been what? Dashed. Now we are asked to put in the right word based on and. The first one here talks about picture, and we are talking of something of the past. So the past tense of, and the picture here connotes object. So the past tense of and related to object is what we call ong. So what do you have there? I hung my picture on the wall, but this morning I was told that the armed robber has been what? Hanged. So when the question is related to object, past tense ong goes. When it is related to human being, past tense ant goes. So these are principles that you are expected to what? To note. That is principle 8. Let's go to the next one, principle 9. The use of certain plurals without s. From the beginning, we are told that for you to identify a noun that is a plural, it must carry what? S. And now we are saying that there are certain plurals that do not carry S. We are going to mention some of them. And we are saying that whenever you see questions related to such, you are to regard them as plural. The first one is clergy, followed by the police, followed by the army. Number 4, followed by the poor, followed by the disabled, followed by the rich, followed by the helpless, and so on and so forth, etc. Now, look up. Whenever question comes in form of this, please regard the following as a plural noun which must go with a plural verb. Let the clergy, let's look at this. The clergy in my village dash the people. A, likes, and what? Like. The clergy in my village dash the people. The first question is, who are those being called clergy? That is it. Clergy here do not connote one person. Clergy means group of people, or group of pastors, or group of ministers, or group of imams, and so on and so forth. So in conclusion, whenever you see the word clergy, it connotes plural noun. And we have been told that a plural noun must go with a plural what? Verb. And your plural verb must not carry what? S. So the correct answer here is what? Like. The clergy in my village like the people. Are you with me? So any of them being mentioned, what we are saying here is that none of these words can carry what? S. If you add S to it, it might even mean something else. But there is no one. There is nothing called the polices. The police connote group of police officers. The army connotes what? Group of what? Soldiers. The poor connotes what? Group of poor people. The rich connotes what? Group of rich people. The disabled connotes what? Group of disabled people. And the handicapped connotes the group of handicapped people. And finally, the helpless connotes group of helpless people. So whenever you see any of these questions, please note that they are regarded as plural noun, which must go with a plural verb, and they must not carry S. A question was found in JAMB. It said, in fact, it is time to help dash. In fact, it is time to help dash. They said A, helpless. B, the helpless. C, the helpless with apostrophe S. And D, the helpless with apostrophe before the S. Look at this question. In fact, it is time to help dash. We have helpless, we have the helpless, we have helpless with apostrophe, and we have the helpless apostrophe before the S. When questions are seen in this form, none of these words should be used with indefinite article. They are all expected to be used in definite article D. And the correct answer here is what? The airplanes. So take note, any of these being used must not go or carry what? F. Then the next principle that we want to look at is number 10, the principle of few, a few, little, and a little. Please take note. Many students find this difficult, but obey the principle that is guiding it. You will be able to understand them very well. I will group them into two categories for better understanding. We have a few and we have few. These in two categories. Then we have a little and little. Please note that whenever a few or few is used, before you use them, they are regarded as countable nouns. They are regarded as what? Countable nouns, which means a few can only go with countable things, while a little and little can go with uncountable things. Goes with what? Uncountable things. Now, I've grouped them into two. But the next thing we need to do now is, when do we use a few? When do we use few? When do we use a little? And when do we use little? This is another area that we need to focus on. But I'm going to give you a very simple way to get it. Whenever you use the word a few, it must show something positive. Easiest way to get it. Whenever a few is to be used in a question, just know that that thing is related to something positive. Whenever you want to use few, just note that it is related to something negative. Take note, all must be based on countable nouns. All must be based on countable nouns. Let's go to the second one. We said that a little and little are what? Uncountable. Uncountable. Now, how do we differentiate between a little and little? Please take note that whenever you use the word a little, it goes with something positive. It goes with something what? Positive. And whenever you use what? Little, it goes with something negative. Now, we have been able to break it down. How do we answer questions related to such? Look at this question. The examination did not hold because there were dash students in the hall. A few, B a few, C little, and D a little. If you are conversant with your JAMB past questions, you will see all these questions. But the first thing you need to know when solving question under this Concord is identify their usage. Very important. Go back to the question. The examination did not hold. That's not where we are going. Because there were dash students. Can you count students? Yes. Since you can count students, are they countable or uncountable? They are countable nouns. For the fact that they are countable nouns, automatically our answer cannot be a little or a little. That's where I'm going. Our answer cannot be little or a little, because what we are discussing is related to what we can count. Then the next step is, now that we have known that we can use a little and little, we can only use a few and few. How do we now pick the correct answer? Now go back to the question again. The examination did not hold because there were that students in the hall. Exam did not hold. Is it a positive thing or a negative thing? This is a negative event. And for the fact that it was a negative event, the answer goes with what? Few. The answer goes with what? Few. So the student did not owe, the examination did not owe because there were few students in the hall. Take note of something. Whenever cash is related to these four, take note that cash is a countless quantity. Is what? Cashless. That is, you cannot, when I say cashless, it means it is countless. You cannot see the end of cash. You cannot see the end of what? Cash. Which connotes that cash is uncountable. Take note of that. Cash is uncountable. So whenever question is related to cash, you are expected to go with little or what? A little. I can't give you anything because I have dash cash with me. It means I cannot give you anything because I have what? Little cash with me. Not I have few cash with me. Money is not countable. Money is uncountable. Take note of that. Money is uncountable. It is not countable. So whenever I want to make use of cash, you use it with little or a little. Now, finally on this part, we want to make use of, that's principle next, which is the use of being / being. The use of being / being. Now, whenever you see any of these questions, there are principles you must follow. Take for instance, your being. If you want to make use of it, it goes with as, it goes with have, and it goes with what? Had. They are regarded as past participle. Your being goes with your past participle. Your being goes with past participle. Take for instance, she, now. She has been here since morning. And you are asked to put either been or being. For the fact that after she, you have what? Has. Automatically, you have to make use of BEEN, which connotes that you have to say what? She has been here since morning. But when you make use of your being, BEING, you only make use of it if it does not go with past participle. It does not go with past participle. It does not go with what? Past participle. That is, it cannot go with as, it cannot go with have, it cannot go with had. Look up. Example now. Dash a girl. Dash a girl is good. They say you have to put what? Being a girl is good. Being a girl is good. Now, you are asked, is it BEEN or B-E-I-N-G that you are going to use in that question. You have to use what? B-E-I-N-G. Why? Because in this statement given to you, there is no as, there is no have, and there is no had. So the correct answer here is B-E-I-N-G. Being a girl is good. So take note of one thing, that word Concord is very broad. There are so many rules that are related to what? Concord. So before the end of this class, I want you to take note of the following spellings. Take note of the following spellings, which are mostly asked in JAMB. Number one, you take note of the spelling of rheumatism. Rheumatism. If you check your past question very well, you see this there. You get the spelling of privilege. Please take note that your privilege do not carry what? Do not carry D. Then take note of the spelling of accommodation, that your accommodation is double C and double N. Take note of your word occasion. It is occasion, which connotes double C but one S. Double C and one S. And the one that mostly confuse students is the spelling of pronunciation. Please take note that whenever you want to spell pronunciation, don't put O. It is pronoun. But if you want to, O is there. If you want to write pronounce, O is there. But if you are talking of obfuscation, there should be no O. Are you getting it now? So I just want to run through 10 so that you can have them at the back of your mind. The next one is gonorrhea. Please take note. If you check, some might write it to be H-E-A. It is not wrong, but that is American English. And we are not making use of American English, we are making use of British English. So yours should be H-O-E-A. The next one is diarrhea. The same spelling. The same spelling. And the next one is occurrence. Occurrence. Occurrence is double C and double R. And number 9 is the word sellotape. We have what? Not C. It is S, not C. And finally, number 10, which most students find it difficult. But please take note that the correct spelling of dining is this. It is one N, not double N. But if you are talking about dinner, it is double N. But if it is dining, it is one N. So I want to go through this dictation being given to you, and other classes will be looking at other dictation or other spellings. Thank you very much.